Hi guys. Okay, well we've just arrived at what's known as Land's End. We've had a 9-hour journey to get here. 3 buses, 9 hours. Yeah, a long one. But we're here. We're at Land's End. In Korean it's called Tangkut, which in literal translation means end of the world, but it's commonly known as Land's End. It's right at the bottom. It's the southern tip of mainland Korea. So we made it here this evening. We're going to stay here tonight, and then tomorrow morning we'll take a ferry from the terminal behind me. We're going to go to an island called Bogildo. But before we do that, we'll have a little look around Land's End. So we're at the top of Land's End now. We've just taken a monorail up to the high level observatory. I'll give you a little look around. Have a look at this. Man, this is some beautiful view. What a place. Now the island we're going to is actually way over there somewhere. Not quite sure which one it is. We'll be going there tomorrow morning. So we took the monorail up to the top. We're just going to go up in the tower. We'll have a little look about. There's the tower right there. We'll just go up there, have a little look. So here we are, top of the world now, or should I say, end of the world. Yeah. Anyway, have a look. The really big mountain range in the distance is Bogildo. That's where we're going to go tomorrow. So we've come down from the upper observatory and now we're at the lower observatory, which goes out over the sea. Go and have a look. And here we go. Oh, look at that. Straight down. Love it. Fantastic. Look at that, right over the sea now. Oh, brilliant. There we go. I think we'll be having in front of here. Getting a bit late in the day now. Can't really see like the distance anyway. But there you go. Fantastic view. Brilliant day. Okay, it was a bit of a long journey. More than worth it. And yet another over the sea observatory. All glass, this one. We've got to go on that. We're going to have to have a look. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels totally different. Weird. But look, the same view obviously. But man, yeah, it turned into a brilliant day. Just hope tomorrow's as good. in the morning, we're going to Land's End Port. So Bogildo is not a very easy island to get to. They've recently built a bridge between Bogildo and the island above it, which is called Nawado. So there's no direct ferry to Bogildo anymore. So we have to go to Nawado, somehow get across Nawado, and then get onto Bogildo. And then we've got a 12-kilometre route when we get on there to actually do the mountain. I'm not quite sure how we're going to get across Nawado yet, but I'll find out when we get there. So we've got a ferry at 7 o'clock, get across to the top of Nawado, see how we get across. Okay, so here we are, we're at the start of the climb. We're climbing a thing up there somewhere called Bogildo, about 433 metres. So we made it across Nawado. We're in Bogildo, we're in the middle of Bogildo, we're just about to start the climb. I got to the bus stop and there's not a bus for 2 hours. Obviously it's quite rural here, so they're not very regular. There's only about 3 buses a day. But weirdly enough, I was standing there looking at the bus timetable, the taxi stopped and said, "Do you need a lift?" And so I got a taxi here, perfect. Took about 10 minutes. Walking it would have been about 4 hours probably. But anyway, we're going to start now. Probably about 4 hours up and down. We'll see how it goes. But it's a fantastic day. It's 16 degrees. The sun hasn't hit me yet. It's perfect walking weather. There's a really nice breeze on as well, so fantastic day out. Okay, we've just arrived at an intersection, called between two mountains. We're heading up to Bogildo, which is up this way. But look at this, it's a really nice walk. It's absolutely, it's big, it's, you know, you can't miss it. But the trees are really weird, they make this fantastic kind of archway. It's really, really nice. And they're weird trees as well. Look, if you can see, they're really skinny. And then they get really tall. But it makes a really cool walkway, it's really nice. Here we go, first time out of the trees. Starting to warm up a little bit now, sun's getting out. Look at that view, amazing. That's where we're headed for, Bogildo. Not far to go now, it's only about upwards, probably another 50 metres or something. Half a click. And we're going out down this way. The first of our 2 summits today. Basically it's 2 summits in a chain, they're just joined by a ridge. Suribong, 401 metres. It's got to be the smallest summit stone I've ever seen. Look, it's absolutely tiny. But it is on a big cairn. So, I mean, you can forgive that, I guess. And then we're heading to Bogildo, which is the next summit along, just over there. So, let's get on it. Observation deck at the summit of Bogildo. Unfortunately, nothing but trees. There's the summit stone. We'll get our picture for the back. Really, really nice climb. Easy to follow, and the weather's perfect, right? Sun's out, yeah, it's nice and bright, but it's only 15 degrees. There's a really nice breeze on. Perfect hiking weather. Really, really, really enjoyed. Fantastic day. So we'll get the pictures done, start our way down. I'm going to have a little look about. Why is Bogildo famous? Well, it's famous for its natural beauty, and it is a beautiful island. It's also famous for its trees. Now, a lot of islands in this region and a lot of areas in Korea are actually covered in evergreen trees. This island is covered in deciduous trees, which makes for a fantastic autumn colour. Unfortunately, autumn's a bit late this year, so we're really not going to get those colours. But the other reason it's famous is for a guy called Yun Sun-do. Now, back in the 1630s, Yun Sun-do was a low-level, non-military civil administrator for the King's Court. But he was also a poet as well. In 1636, during the Bogildo War, the then King of Korea actually surrendered to the Chinese forces who were invading at the time. This totally incensed Yun, and he decided that he would put himself into exile, and that he would exile himself to Jeju. Well, it just so happens on the way to Jeju there was a typhoon coming in, and they had to divert, and they diverted to this island, Bogildo. So when Yun landed on Bogildo, he was so impressed with the natural beauty of the island, he decided to stay for a little while. And he did, he stayed for the next 13 years. During those 13 years, he didn't just spend all his time scratching a quill on paper. Occasionally got his pyjamas off, went out the door, did some building work. Now, apparently he's built approximately 25 buildings and or gardens on this island during the 13 years he was here. Behind me, there's two of them. This here is one of Yunsundo's most famous creations. This is the Seonjeong Pavilion and Gardens, exactly as he built it in the late 1600s. Amazing pavilion, but the gardens are even more amazing. Absolutely outstanding. Quite amazing to think how old this is. Going across the Turtle Bridge. Oh, look at that. It really is quite amazing. You see, it's very simple. Although the construction is not simple at all. It's not highly decorated like the temples that we've seen, because it's a personal pavilion. Again, look at the view from the pavilion. It's perfect, isn't it? How serene is that? Maybe it wasn't for the jackhammer that you can hear in the distance, you can feel it really is serene. Look, there's a little seating line down deck in there as well. Then you've got all the doors for closing it off. Really is a complete work of art. Amazing that it's been around so long. Yunsundo used to spend a lot of time in this pavilion writing his poetry. And this is where he wrote his most famous poem, Eubasasia. I'll try and put that up so you can get a correct spelling for it. I'll see if I can find the translation as well. But it was also inscribed in a rock. And he wrote it, inscribed it in a rock. And then he had a platform built right here where local singers could come and recite it to him. So that's the end of our Bogildo adventure. Back on the ferry now, heading back towards Land's End. Thinking that maybe we crack out something else tomorrow. I'll have a look. I'll check it out tonight, decide.